Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a quick candle review on a new fragrance from the Winter 2024 collection. Unfortunately, this only came out in the signature single wick, and that is Chocolate Cover Orange. So the fragrance notes to Chocolate Cover Orange read juicy orange slices, creamy milk chocolate, sugar crystals. And the approximate burn time of these signature single wicks range from 30 to 50 hours. So right now, I believe I am right around the halfway mark, and I think I have already made up my mind. So let's talk about the packaging really quickly. I really enjoy that it has this very cute Christmas tree, the back of like a very pretty car in the winter scenery. I think that's really cool. It kind of reminds me of a tree farm packaging a few years ago, but that's besides the point. And then I like how the brown label matches with the brown color of the wax. However, I noticed that candles in general from Bath and Body Works don't have a wraparound label. If there's any type of like temperature fluctuations, I feel like the wax, if it doesn't look pristine, it doesn't really look presentable. And that was the case with one of my chocolate covered oranges. But besides that, I think it's really pretty. Okay, so to go on to the scent itself, when I smelled it on cold, it immediately reminded me of that dry, chocolatey, almost like cocoa powder note from Hot Cocoa and Cream. And while I really like Hot Cocoa and Cream, I feel like this is a little bit misplaced with Chocolate Covered Orange because I was expecting more of that either a liquid chocolatey note or perhaps a solid chocolate bar. This one reminds me of like dry hot cocoa powder or dried chocolate powder. And I feel like in order to evoke the feeling of chocolate covered oranges, that's not really the one to go with. So I feel like the chocolate note that should have been used would have been the one in like Hot Fudge Drizzle, or perhaps one of the many chocolate fragrances or candles that have come out from Bath and Body Works. And I do like the orange note in here. I just feel like it's a little bit misplaced because while I know that chocolate covered oranges, they are juicy, I feel like this smells a little bit too much like fresh orange juice or like a liquidy orange juice versus like a candied orange slice. So I think it's just personal preference and what you like to smell. But my ideal fragrance would have been a milk chocolate or a liquidy chocolate note mixed in with like a sugared cooked orange slice instead of it being like fresh, like a fresh orange slice or fresh OJ. But yeah, that is besides the point. Okay, to go on to the fragrance itself, I would give it on cold. It's like a solid medium. I'd probably give it anywhere from like a 7 to an 8 out of 10. So I did have some high hopes for it. Okay, but to talk about the bad part, I feel like it's just the performance in general. I don't think I've ever had a single wick that really, I guess, filled up my medium-sized bedroom. At least I haven't burned it quite yet. So right now I am about, I would say, halfway. Here, let me go ahead, turn the candle. I would say that this is halfway, a little bit above, maybe like 40%. And if you can see, there are some wax cling on right here. There is an area of the single wick that just didn't really pull out properly, or I feel like it didn't get hot enough. So one thing about these single wicks from Bath and Body Works is that I feel like the new glass is very thin, so it doesn't retain a lot of heat. And I do have a Yankee Candle Illumilid, which I did put for the first like 2 burns or so. So here's the Yankee Candle Illumilid. So that does fit a little bit. It fit a lot better in the mason jars, but anyways, I have not burned it too much with this Illumilid on or in a candle sleeve, just because I feel like that's kind of cheating, but I would definitely recommend that. Or perhaps to use a hurricane. Going back to the strength while burning, the first burn I feel like was the strongest. I don't know if they did like Yankee Candle and they just put all their fragrance oils at the top, or maybe I was like delusional during the first burn, but I got 4 out of 10, which was kind of wild because I'm like, oh, a signature single wick, I hope I smell it type of thing. Right now though, I can barely detect it. I would say it is a 2 out of 10, so it's very light. Right now it's been burning for almost 2 hours, and I feel like this is one of the candles that unless I remember that it's on, I can't really tell. My medium-sized bedroom isn't large per se, so I definitely want to put this in an open concept. So I think this would be designated to a bathroom or a very, very small room, or perhaps a very narrow hallway. Fortunately, since it's so light, it doesn't really throw the fragrance either. So I think that if you do purchase chocolate covered orange, this is going to be one of those candles that you put either in a candle crock or under a candle lamp or warmer. I haven't tried that, but I just wanted to do the review of the candle actually burning because I know not a lot of people or not everyone warms their candles. They prefer to burn it. So yeah, I would definitely designate this to a candle lamp only type of a fragrance. Unfortunately, since it didn't come out in a 3-wick, I don't even know if burning 3 of these at a time would do anything. Luckily for me though, I used my free rewards for this, so it didn't come out to anything. The retail price of it is $16.95. Definitely, I wouldn't pay $16.95. I wouldn't even pay the normal going rate of the single wicks on sale, which is like $5 or $6. I'd probably wait for this to go 75% off, but I feel like if you don't want to miss out, it does seem like it's a limited edition scent. But I think that perhaps you can get the same feel for this candle if maybe you got hot cocoa and cream and you burned it alongside. It was like a summer candle where it smelled just like a fresh orange slices. The name escapes me, but I'll put it in a comment below if I do remember it. But anyways, yeah, I think you can get 2 candles from Bath and Body Works and create this fragrance is what I'm trying to say. Overall, what do I think about this fragrance is I think it's very nice. I'm glad that I have one in my collection just to smell. I think I enjoy it a lot more smelling it on cold than I do burning. I'm going to go ahead and stop burning this candle and I'm going to save it for my candle lamp or my candle crock. Would I recommend it? I would say yes, only if you plan to warm it. If you plan to burn it, I'd probably say you can skip out. But if you are a collector for Bath and Body Works candles, I'd say maybe just get 1 or 2. All right, so here's an overhead view of how the candle looks like. If you can tell, I definitely have a pretty good amount of wax clean onto one side. I feel like it wouldn't have been there had I used the Illumilid, a Hurricane, perhaps more, or even a candle sleeve. But again, I wanted to give you a good impression of how the candle performed without one. I think that it might be noticeable, maybe not, but there is a little bit of fallout in the wax pool. But overall, it's burning great. The flame, I would say it's medium high. It's not out of control and it's not puny at all whatsoever. Do I have any other problems with this candle? No, I don't see any noticeable instances of sooting. It creates a noticeable wax pool after about 2 hours. So I would say that if you can't commit to a 2-hour time frame for this candle to fully pull out, I'd say probably skip and try again. But yeah, those have been my thoughts and impressions on the new fragrance for Bath and Body Works for winter called Chocolate Covered Orange. I do know that some people who have been into Bath and Body Works have compared it to a previous chocolate plus orange fragrance. However, I don't have any experience with that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this candle. Overall, I think that even though I got a pretty low pour performance from this, I think I will enjoy it a lot more in my candle crock or candle lamp. I still haven't decided. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.